What's that?
You gotta figure it out.
Well, that's what happens when you take off and get married.
Wow.
Okay, just create a fake account and use your personal email address. Okay, because this is gonna be your play account. So we're gonna write an opportunity in our play account. All right?
Personal email address.
Yeah, use your personal on it. It's the reason I have you guys do that is because I want you to be able to get in there as a consumer and then see your stuff on the consumer activity on the agent side and be able to differentiate the difference between you as an agent and you as a consumer, right?
Will I put anything as resource?
No, you don't need to do anything on that. Yeah, he did. Thank you.
Will I put active sales pipeline or market lead?
No, don't worry about that.
Alright.
You're just gonna create the name and the email address so that we can have contact and doing whatever, you have to have an email. It's your personal email.
Alright.
And then that's how you're gonna log into your app. Shame on Austin. You're gonna go see Austin afterwards and hound him for the next 2 hours. Okay. Everybody go to the handshake, the opportunities. And then we're gonna create an opportunity on the top right corner. Is everybody with me on this?
Uh-huh.
Then you're gonna choose the opportunity type. So let's do a buyer. And then you're gonna search for your client name. So you're gonna type in your fake account. Is everybody with me? Key. Who wants to get paid when their transaction closes? Only John.
Oh, yes.
Everyone wants to get paid, right? Do you want to get paid on time? Wow, not many.
I think these are rhetorical questions.
Yes.
The only way to get paid on time is your opportunity name needs to be the address of the property. When we're first working with a buyer and we're showing, remember I said, hey, we want you to create the opportunity as soon as we know we're showing, right? We're not going to know the address yet. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to change that. It will always come up the name and then a buyer. If it's a listing, put that address in right away. Because the only way Robbie can find your transactions is by the address of the property when the check comes.
You can put the listing under their name.
All opportunities are tied to the contact. So it's always going to be with the person. But the opportunity is how we track the business and how you get paid. So for now, we're just going to leave it the way it is because I want to show you how to go edit it once we go to write an offer for them. So you guys can choose whatever you want for estimated close date. I'm writing the offer today. I'm going to go with May 6th. And my budget is, what was that? It was 650, I think, for it. So I'm gonna go 700. My commission is gonna be 2.5 because I'm hopeful. Right? And I'm actively working with this buyer and we are showing homes. You guys, the phase is also a part of, the poor thing. The phase is also a part of how command works in the background to figure out the time it takes for it to move from one thing to another. So your conversion rates come off of that as well. Okay. And then we're gonna hit create.
Wait.
Already hit create. Catch up.
No.
No.
I don't have a fake person.
Create one real quick.
Where do I?
Why don't you have one? Austin.
Contact,
There's
added
Austin stuff,
contact.
that's why.
Whoa. I train you guys
Mine's
so
a
well.
website.
Just
Mine-
create a fake
You
name
maybe
and use
do
your
one for,
personal
like, the
email.
app or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one. That person should be in there. What do you mean it's not in there?
I mean, I did it, they did it.
That's a
My
nice
son.
definition.
That's all your contacts?
No, it is.
There you go. Arto click, huh?
Arlo.
Oh, Arlo, your son.
Mhm.
Your son's not fake.
Well, he's not a client.
Wait until he becomes a client and wants to buy a house, and then you're gonna have all this fake account information.
That's great. Can't wait.
Okay,
It'll all be holograms by then anyways.
yeah, sure it will.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's right here, okay?
That's not
Our address of the property that we're gonna do is 34299 Bachelor Flat Road. So now we know we're gonna write an offer. So we're on details here. I'm gonna come into this little pencil on general information. Do you see that? Right here? I should change that to the, hold on. There's a way for me to do this. You can see it. Spotlight. Good. Okay, there, right here. So we're gonna click that. And now I can edit some information in here if I want to. Nice, right? Now I know it's gonna be a conventional loan. All of these dates right here, you better be plugging those in if you wanna know your conversion rates going forward. Opportunity name, right at the top. So I'm gonna delete that and I'm gonna put in the address of the property, which was, does anyone remember? 34299, 342299, 34299. Was it Southwest Bachelor? Nope, just Bachelor Flat Road.
This is what we're putting as our opportunity in.
Yep. Once we know we're writing an offer on the property. Oops, I spelled it wrong. There you go. If you make this a habit right off the bat, it's not gonna become an issue later, right? Because what happens is the check comes in from title company and a lot of times it won't have anything about you on it. And if you haven't submitted, or, you know, when we go to look, because some people don't submit their stuff, you guys will never do that, right? We're gonna submit our stuff on time. But when she goes to find the property to make sure that it's approved and the commission has been submitted, we search by address. Opportunity name, address. And if we can't find it, well, now we're gonna go down a rabbit hole and it takes longer, right? So this is to simplify and make sure you get paid as quickly as the check comes in, okay? So you're gonna do that and you're gonna hit save. And now that part is done. So now we're gonna go over to documents. And we're gonna start a transaction. Ooh, actually, let's go back to details. And let's add a property. Pencil on the property doesn't let me RMLS. On the listing, it'll connect. Is it on the document? Hold on, bear with me real quick. Is it here that it lets you do residential purchase? I know somewhere it'll let me connect a transaction. It's not gonna let me. All right, on the details, you can come in and enter the address and stuff.
I clicked the pencil next to property,
Yeah,
and then I went to county or country. And then now you can do it.
but the MLS, I was trying to pull it in because you can do listings by MLS.
Is that not connected to that? What's the address of this place?
24399. 34299.
It says synced, but it's not synced.
Yeah. US 34299. There it comes up right there. But you used to be able to do it like by somewhere you can do, I think it's more on a listing site, you can grab the RMLS from KWLS and it'll fill. That's what I was hoping it did over here, but I don't think so. Okay, so documents, we need to start a transaction. This is how we open up our DocuSign. So if you haven't done this yet, it could ask for your email. All right, I've already logged in and I've got it open, but if you see that pop up, it's your KW email. And hopefully you know your pet. Did anyone get a box that wants you to log into DocuSign? Mm-hmm.
You mean like when I logged into document?
When you hit go to start a transaction
Yes.
and you got your email in there, you logged in, is everybody to where I'm at right now?
Yeah.
No?
Not yet, I'm still.
change to go to transaction.
Yep, click go to transaction. Let's not go into transaction. Ah, okay, let's come up here to your name and go to settings. We need to fix that router. You are connected to DocuSign, so you're good, don't hit disconnect. Okay, so let's go back to your opportunities. The handshake. Don't worry, you'll memorize it. I've only been in it
That's what I
since they
did.
first came out. Is everybody where we're at?
Not 100% sure if I'll do it right, but that's what.
Okay.
Are you doing Mark?
I'm fine, Mark.
I'm just,
We can schedule on, okay, we can chat.
yeah.
Maybe we need to go for, have you?
A few.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It
We need to
feels-
catch up.
I know, we can.
Yeah, yeah.
What's happened, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm good, I'm glad to see you.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to see you guys. I miss all of you. Gone from
weird.
me for a while. You ignored me. I'm like,
So my
I'm
thing,
here,
so my
I'm
thing
here.
counts,
Mhm.
apparently that's been archived, so I can't reuse my personal email, so this was one.
Oh, you archived it? So bring it back.
I don't know how to bring it back.
Oh, so you go to your name and go to settings.
But I created one, so I was on the same
Yeah.
trajectory. They sent me an
Yeah.
authorization code,
And then you just
and
did,
then I typed that in.
copy and paste it in there.
I tried, it wouldn't let me, then I just typed it in, and it still.
And check and see if they sent you another one. And then command settings. And then contacts. Contact archive,
There it is, okay.
and then you can go find who you archived and bring them back
Alright, there
in.
you go. Alright.
Yeah, did it work this time? Go to transaction. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of pop-ups. Cause it's bringing you to your DocuSign to, yeah, okay, cool. Are you good? Are you getting in there too? Verification code? You're doing the same thing. Did it not let you in? Y'all need to book an appointment with us and have them fix it for
It's
you.
saying that the verification code that they sent us, or that they sent me, isn't working. I sent
Yeah.
another one to myself, but it still isn't working.
That's the same boat on it. Oh, it just worked
Oh, nice.
the third time.
Third time it worked?
Yeah.
Boom, keep doing it until you get in.
Congratulations.
Did you get in? Yes. Close that box, authorize it. There you go. And then,
That's it.
just close it. Close that
Close
congratulations
DocuSign.
box, yeah. Oh, I see, food on the floor. Are we back? Are we in yet, guys? We're done. Yeah. Dry it up. Dry it up, yuckies.
She does a broken piece of the table.
That's all right, I'm picking it up, because, what I do. Do you remember that time I tried to pick up a staple in the middle of the class? I sliced my fingers really cheap.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was bleeding for like half the class.
I got my room.
You're in, you're in, Cody, you're not in. Mark, you're in.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I'm filling out the general information.
Your time's turn.
Oh,
Apparently,
Beautiful.
it's gotta be in threes. You hit authorize on that for the first time. Anytime that pops up again, though, just close it.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
it's just in the.
So you are connected, you're good, so now you can close this and hit that,
Oh, cool.
and now you're good. If
Sweet.
it pops up ever again, you're good, just ignore it.
Okay.
All right, we're ready.
34299 Bachelor Flat.
Yep, it's right up here, the very top,
St. Helens.
St. Helens. We're all who's gonna win it?
When?
We're all writing an offer on the same property.
No.
Okay. Again, so you guys, remember this. When you go to connect DocuSign to your command, you see how it opened another window up? So your command is still open. When you don't know what documents you need to write, what do I need to get when I write an offer? Pop over here to your commands. Change this to residential purchase, because it'll ask you, what is it? We're buying a residential property, okay? Click on under contract, and there's the documents that I need to have. Here's the name, the name of the documents.
So will you do that again?
Right here, where it says, I don't know what it says. What does it say?
Custom deal.
Change it to residential. Now, if you're writing a condo, we're gonna change it to condo, right? Because every property, every type of property has different documents, different documents that you need to have. So it's really, really important that we make sure we choose the right ones, okay? All right. Everybody here? You can't see your screen? I'm gonna win this offer. Wait, let's check out the property. Let's make sure we wanna write an offer on it.
I win. It's a W.
All right.
A lot of people are putting offers out.
Won't let me do that. Cute, right? It's cute. It's got land, not bad. Who wants it?
Me.
Whoa,
Whoa.
what teenage kid would like this?
Uh,
Oh, I can't buy this property. I'm a lowball the offer.
Yeah, people don't mess up.
But it's got a big separate garage. It's got acreage. Look at that. It's got RV parking, right?
How big is it? How many bedrooms?
Cody, it's up in St. Helens.
Oh, yeah.
4 bedrooms. 1.5 acres.
Yeah, good job. You guys are getting used to reading, right? Where this stuff is. So, okay, so we're gonna write an offer, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back here. So did anyone, we're all gonna hit add. Everyone's on documents. Actually, scratch that. Let's come over here to this first, okay? Details.
What are you gonna have?
We're gonna enter information, okay? Details. And then click edit. Now we're gonna go through this and we're gonna enter in the information that we wanna have, okay? So, room information, you can put this in if you want, United States dollar. You can put in the MLS ID if you want, that'll help you, right? So you know you have it. Copy, I gotta change it off of this, I think, maybe. No. Copy, hold on one second, let me paste it over and you guys can see it. There you go. 226666281. Origin of the lead, you can keep track of your stuff there if you want to. We all know we keep it in command for us, right? So you don't have to do that, but it came from my website and we're making an offer. You don't have to do that section if you don't want to. I would at least do the MLS number so it's handy right there for you, so you don't have to go find the Mls Sheet and figure out what it is, right? Think about ease for you. Now, let's do an offer date. We're gonna write the offer today, right? How much are we gonna do an offer on? So it plugged in 700,000. Do you know why it did that for me? That was my budget. Mhm. My house, this house is listed at $639,000. Y'all can write your offer for whatever you want to write it for. We'll see who wins. Earnest money amount. Don't worry about local contract amount. We have contract amount. Don't worry about the earnest money, the contract date. We got offer date.
Why put 10 grand as the earnest money? So small clips.
Why put that? Okay, so typically, here's my offer price, $689. Typically, you probably put about 1% down. Okay? They can tell you what they want to put down. Right? You're gonna guide them to $500, that's a hard no,
Yeah.
right? At least 1%. I'm gonna go a little bit higher to make my offer more attractive. Told you I'm gonna win this offer.
Yeah. Well, you already lost because I put 700,000.
We'll see. Okay, so don't worry about these contingency dates, all right? And then let's do the close date, which I put in on my, remember in command, I'd put what I was anticipating that we were gonna close on. Maybe that might not be right, maybe it is. So, you're gonna wanna put that in. Don't worry about the bid information. Closing details, don't worry about that. This is all, they're utilizing the rooms like command. Does that make sense? So anything that you would put in command to track your business and everything, they're using rooms as the same way, but we don't need to do that. We just needed to write our offers. Okay, if you want to use it and double entry, go right ahead. You can enter in the taxes and that, but we don't need it for the offer. Okay, so then we're gonna go up and we're gonna put in the seller names. Do we know how to find the seller name?
Tax records.
Tax records, that is definitely a way to find it. You can click on this blue link right here on the tax records to see what the seller's names are. You can come down to right here, owners. So do you see how they wrote the names in? They typed these in that way. As a listing agent, type the names in correctly, because when you import your listing from the tax records, it does last name first and then the first name. And sometimes it gets confusing. So if you're not sure, like if it says a trustee or it gets cut off, call the listing agent and ask, what's the seller's legal name on the property, right? It's cut off, I wanna make sure I have it correct. So I'm gonna copy the first one. Do you see how I make my life easier this way, you guys? So that's seller number 1. I don't need any other information about them. Seller number 2, I'm gonna copy her and come back. Do you want me to pull it up so you guys can just type it? Shane Kienholz, Kienholz. And Joan Eastman, Kienholz. That's all I need for them. Listing agent, no, you better get that because that needs to be on there too. Oh, I bet he's related. Aaron Eastman. Does he have it stated in the remarks? Yep, essay is related to seller. Sell, that should be essay, should be listing agent, not selling agent. Okay, so we got him. Now on him, I need more information, don't I? I need to know what company he's with because that's required at the top of the purchase and sales agreement. So I'm gonna come down here and he's got Max Neighbors. And I'm gonna plug that into the company section. What it doesn't have on here is their MLS numbers, you see that, or their license numbers. So we're gonna have to come back to that.
You click his name, it comes up.
No, but in DocuSign in this detail, it doesn't have that as a
Oh,
spot.
I see.
Mhm. So we're gonna, and it's actually right here, you guys, too. Here's the agent license number and here's the office license number. But we'll get to that when we do the offer. Is there a second listing agent? No. So then we're gonna come down. Now it's gonna have my buyer name. We don't need the buyer's contact information on here. We do need the email though. It's a DocuSign. Okay?
Do you need the parentheses RMX in number 1 or whatever? Or can you just put Remax Neighbors?
Remax Neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everybody else's internet going like?
Really slow?
slow?
Probably because I'm hardwired and you guys are on wireless.
What's your way? Are you-
Hey, Austin.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
W?
no.
Austin. Wednesday, right? Ooh, Tyler's here in 1 minute. He's probably already there. Or a Matt. I'll be right back while you're catching up to me.
so much more streamlined. Just being able to copy and paste stuff. You do that in zip forms.
Nice to copy and paste.
Oh, I guess I copied and paste zip forms, but it was just different because I would like do it on the offer as opposed to like put it together.
They're not here till 2 because they're over LO. Anyways, are we catching up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're working our way down. And buyer agent, we've got our information. You guys, you need your office. Make sure, I don't know why that's in there that way. Keller Williams Realty Portland Premier. Make sure it is completely written out. And you could put in your phone number too, because it's gonna need to get filled out on the form. We're simplifying our life, right? The more information we have in here, then the more it fills out. If you don't want to retype your information every single time, then we're gonna create ourselves as a people, right? In our DocuSign as a contact. So you can see right here, it has add contact. The little people button,
What is your email?
and I can do a directory and an address book. Okay, so we can go find and we can plug it in, right?
That's your command.
No, this is, I hit this little people button up here.
I mean, where does it get your people from?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
I
don't know. Oh.
Probably from command.
Then you have your people too in the address book.
Yeah,
Okay.
so fill out your information, the office information needs to be in there and,
Wait, where were you putting, because I don't have a listing agent's license number or.
that's not in that spot, no.
Okay.
Okay, so then go to the very bottom and hit save. And we're done. Go, and then you can click on documents. Little tab right here. And now we're ready to add documents to our room. Right? Everybody's gonna click the add button over here on the right.
But then because I'm not linked.
You're not linked, yeah,
I can't get those forms.
correct.
Okay.
We're gonna go to DocuSign forms, yes.
Why aren't you linked?
Cause she was pre with zip forms and she's gotta get she's gotta get OREF to fix it. Once you do, so now you can work with me or you can work with Megan, right? So right off the bat, Kelly says he doesn't care if you do the disclosures. I like the disclosures personally. Of course, I've been here since we've had them, right? So I always add in my disclosure for my buyer. Check the box.
Where did you get that?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Okay.
have different.
You don't have the KW 575?
No, we
When you
have to
press-
select the forms providers, like ORLEF.
Oh, you guys, probably because it's your first time.
Yeah, do I select all of these or do I select these two?
Check OREF. And then, oh, this is where you guys gotta verify your license number. Do you know your license number? Memorize it. Hit that button here. You'll get one. They, some people said 5 minutes. Say that.
No.
I sent mine last night and I had it first thing this morning.
I tried.
Did everyone get in? Your license number is not valid. Have you paid for your OREF forms with OREF?
Not sure.
Okay, you have to go do that on your own.
Where do in our MLS, I was hoping that my stuff would be in here, but it ain't.
I mean, it's not.
I mean, I don't see where,
Your license number?
yeah.
It
Well,
sounds
because
like,
you're in the
So
wrong
you're
place.
saying that I at least should have those two. Because it's
So I need that email.
And the agents. Have you signed, were you zip forms?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you need to do the email thing too. So open a new window. Chris, if you haven't done it, you need to go pay for OREF forms so you have access to forms. Jason, did you go pay for your OREF forms?
yeah, no, I got all that taken care of. I just can't find my license number.
Okay, so log into RMLS. I'm gonna show you guys
Yeah,
how.
I'm on,
Go to log into
Yeah,
RMLS.
right.
Your accounts
No,
there.
you know, just type in your name.
I know, I did the
Under-
searching, it says, it wouldn't
Oh.
search because it didn't have a valid.
No, delete it. You only need your last name and your
That
first
should
name.
be your NRDS.
Like even
Yeah, I
three,
auto-filled it.
even 3 letters, yeah, don't autofill on it.
Well, cause it, yeah,
Go to right here,
I have it.
Keyboard, Bria, scroll all the way down to the bottom,
So,
copy this. Yeah,
so
and
I can't
email
see,
it.
I can't select.
Fill out that information at the bottom and email that over to them and they'll get you hooked up right away.
And I emailed that to.
And did you get yours? You already
What's-
got your, were you at?
Mhm.
Are you connected?
I think so.
You did the steps when you got the email when it first came out? Cause you were after January, weren't you? Yeah, or you were before January.
I was before January.
Yeah, so you must have did it when they first sent it out.
So see your.
I waited
too
long. Yeah.
I know.
You're good.
But it looks like it's coming up.
Yeah, well, you were. Like, some people are getting it
Yeah.
and some are not.
Mine, I'm not
You're not what?
It's not. validating my due
You're
date.
not validated. Did you go? You were before as well.
Was it?
You need to send the email.
Okay.
So kwppagents.com. And did you find your RMLS number
I'm trying to
or your
figure
license
it out.
number?
Where do I go to find it?
Well, I was trying to tell you, go to
I
RMLS,
did log in.
go to roster, agent.
No.
That's all right, go back. Type in your last name, you don't have to do the whole thing and a couple letters of your first name, and then go find yourself, and it'll have your license number on there. It also has, by doing this, you guys, it also has your office license number too. Okay, you sent your email out, Cody's sending his email out, John, you're sending your email out, Chris is signing up for OREF. Cody is sending his email out. Jason's trying to see if he's even connected.
I have my name.
So we got 2 people that can write an offer. I'm a winning.
I'm waiting. I don't think you understand. I need this property.
You need this property?
Yes, I do.
Okay, while we're waiting for you guys to get those, the rest of you guys, you can't write an offer, but you've already kind of seen it.
Yeah.
Oregon forms. Easiest, look at that, first one right off the bat,
So-
residential real estate right at the top. Yes, Cody?
So I should be able to do this, tomorrow.
As soon as they send you an email saying they've got you taken care of, you'll be fine,
And who's the email to?
or yeah.
Just.
Yeah, so here's the reason.
Okay.
Because you were with us prior to January. Those who were not with us prior to January don't have to do this, but they had to go buy the forms directly from REF. You guys bought your forms, you had zip forms through our office, our contract is still good until June 24th. You paid for your forms for a whole year. REF isn't validating you because you didn't pay to them directly. So the email is saying, hey, I paid for my forms through zip forms, I'm good until January, I need them in DocuSign. And they're gonna allow it, and then next time, as soon as you get that email from them, then you just type in your license number and it'll go right through and your forms will be in there. Okay? So, forms, writing an offer, residential sale agreement. I bet you this property has a well and a septic. Oh, look at that. Ooh, public water. So only a septic. That tells me what kind of document I need, right? So I'm gonna do a residential sale agreement. I need to do my agency, so I always just start typing in the word I need. And I need the pamphlet, and I need the agreement for a buyer. And then I'm gonna delete that, and I'm gonna go for septic. See, as soon as you start typing, it eliminates, so you're not searching the whole entire list for a form, right? Then I'm gonna check the box for the septic. Anybody else think of anything that we might need to write, add to this? Can I add one that I actually love to use, especially if I'm going to a property like this? Start typing inspection. I prefer the professional inspection addendum over just using the inspection section in the purchase and sales agreement, because it's gonna show me all of the tests that my buyers can do if they want. Okay, because we don't know, right? Do you guys know every single test the buyer can do? Especially on a real property? We don't, right? It's okay, you don't know yet. So I prefer that, because then I don't have to write it out on the purchase and sale agreement where it says all invasive, right? And you have to write out every single one. This is gonna allow me to do that.
So this says that you have the option to run any that you want.
Well, anything that's listed,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And there was a lot listed. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add all of those documents, and now it's gonna upload them into my room right here. So as we learned, we can't order them here, right? But that's okay. You can go into each one individually. So the disclosure, we know we don't need to do anything on the disclosure, it just needs signatures on it, okay? So just kind of get this in your head right off the bat. If you don't use this form, you don't have to use it. Kelly says he doesn't use it. So I'm gonna close that one. Go into residential sale agreement. You're going to fill out as much information as possible on this document here, not in the envelope, okay? Everything is empty here. So there's my name, my license number. Now I need to put it in there.
So fill out everything here.
Yep, sale agreement name. I'm gonna do it right here off the bat. Where's my address? And then we see the agent name went in there. We also didn't pull in my phone number, and I need buyer agency. So I'm gonna click that. I need my phone number in there. And then my office license number isn't in there. Where do we find that? Back at RMLS, right? Dang it, I don't want to get out of this. Hold on, I'm gonna copy that, copy. Roster and association, a good key, put this in a note somewhere. So that you don't have to go search it up every single time. Make sure you get the right one. We are KWPP01 at this office, okay? We have the business office, the commercial, and the luxury on Boone's Ferry. You're not out of that one. And we also have one in Vancouver. So make sure you're doing the KWPP01, and your license number is right there. 2005-09347. Remember how I talked to you guys about having sheets, like Excel sheets for like passwords, logins, website? Great place to plug in your license number, the office license number, so that you can quickly pull it up on your phone while you're writing an offer, right? And I just have it in my Google Drive on my personal, in case I forget my login for my email for my work, right? I always know my personal one. Actually, it's sad. I rarely know that one. I know my work one more than I know my personal one.
So under criteria, how did you find our office? You just type in KWPP01.
You can, yeah, absolutely. If you know that, the office code. So if I just deleted this and we just know we are KWPP01, oops. And you count, you're gonna get one. There's only one of us. And you guys should know KWPP01 because that's how we can search for office listings, right? To see who we're gonna hold an open house for. Huh? In RMLS? I taught you guys that. Search by brokerage. Oh, what am I gonna do with you guys? Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the listing. And then now we need the agent license number, and he's a seller exclusively because I am the buyer agent. And down here, under his thing is copy and paste his license number. Paste, and then his office number, we also need that one. Right? You see how easy this is to just get all your information? How many are gonna remember this the next time they go to write an offer?
I'll remember elements of it.
Right? Okay, we also need the address of the office. Oh my gosh, it's not listed here. What do I do? Click him. It pops up right here. Yes. Chris, were you asking something?
Sorry.
Or were you asking something? I thought I saw your arm. So we're gonna copy and we're gonna paste the address in. As you see, when you click on this, address number 2, city. Do you see how that's some of the things where the issues came up with? Okay. And you probably want to make sure his email's in there and his phone number so that you can have that. The more information you have about the agent, the better. Because you might reference that from this contract when you go to do your transaction timeline, when you go pending, right? When I go pending. Just kidding. Okay. Now we're done with the top section. Make sure you hit those seller exclusive and buyer exclusive. We need to know who agency is. Then as you're coming down, you can double check, make sure that your buyer's name is correct, right? Make sure the seller's names are correct. Optional buyer number 2. So that's what that box is. And this is the postal code. That's the property tax ID. We need that, you guys. Do you know why we need that? Taking you back to school.
So you get paid on time.
No,
Ah,
no, I'm taking you back to real estate school for title. You're actually selling the tax ID, the legal description, not the address. Okay? So the tax ID allows them to pull up and make sure that it's the right property. Okay, purchase and sales agreement, look at this. $689 was my offer. We're doing $10,000 earnest money. Line number 41, optional earnest money tender date as an additional deposit. Because most of the time you're not gonna do this at all, okay? The only time I've ever seen additional earnest money or additional down payment is on a new construction. Because they're doing special custom touches to it, right? That they're adding to it, and that's when they would do an additional deposit down. Okay, so right now, we're gonna do a purchase price here. Then we're gonna do their earnest money. The next one you're gonna do is line number 43. And that's the deed. Oops, sorry, not that one. Line number 42, at or before closing, the balance of the down payment. Okay, so my buyer is doing an offer at $689,000. And they're doing 20% down. Okay, so this line right here, number E, is the balance. This is what their loan is going to be. Okay, so someone math real quick.
145,000.
689, 20%,
37.8.
137.8,
Yeah.
137.
800.
Yeah.
Okay.
137,800.
So if it's 137,800 and I'm paying earnest money at 10,000, would I put my down payment? This is my down payment. It's the balance of my down payment.
127.
127.8. So these boxes here will add up to what our total down payment is going to be on the purchase, on the loan. Okay, so that this minus this is what their loan is. Okay, so 127,800 and 689 minus
Well, wait, that's how much
the 137.
they're paying for the home, not necessarily their loan, or am I mistaken?
This is what they're buying the home at. This is what their loan is gonna be,
Okay.
okay? The loan,
Mhm.
their down payment,
I just
and the
didn't,
earnest money is a part of the down payment.
I was assuming like, say they were qualified for 700,000. But they're only gonna take the 690 or whatever.
689 is our offer.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't take the full 700.
I'm not offering 700. Your buyer's offering 700. My buyer's offering 689.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever your buyer wants to offer goes here, unless we're doing an escalation. Then that's gonna be on a different form. This is what I'm offering right now, today. This is what I wanna offer. This is my earnest money. This is the remainder of my down payment, and this is what my loan is gonna be. Do we have math on that? How much money?
551, 200.
551, 200. Excellent, thank you. So my math is done. Okay, then you're gonna go down through and we're gonna add in all this stuff. What I don't ever want to see on anybody's offer in here is blank lines. Okay, so if there's no exceptions, like everything that's on the property, and we go through this in the classes, right? Kelly's gone over this. Then I'm gonna put NA. If there's no personal property that we're gonna include, right? If there's a hot tub, a riding lawnmower, if there's anything that's personal, that's not fixed and attached, that maybe they have an RMLS. If they have it, you guys, you're gonna see it in RMLS. You need to make sure you read through this,
Your refrigerator?
right? Oh, we're going to that.
Okay.
So you're gonna come here and you're gonna make sure, right here, first, up here, if there's any exceptions. If they're taking the rose bush, it's gonna be an exception, it's gonna be listed here. Or maybe it's on an addendum or a supplement that says, the owners are taking the prized rose bush and yeah, I've seen it. Okay, so whatever exceptions, it would go in this section right here. Personal property. Write out all of this. Built-in microwave, built-in dishwasher, freestanding range, freestanding refrigerator. That's good enough. I don't need to do the granite. Do you know why I put all of them, even though it says built-in?
Because they'll replace them.
They could replace it. You could even go as so far as to say exactly what type it is. Right? Or as seen in the home on 4/5. April 5, 2022. Okay. What's the other thing that I'm gonna make sure that I do immediately as soon as I'm gonna go write an offer on a property? Besides that, contract wise. I'm gonna go to RMLS and I'm gonna download the RMLS sheet, save it as a PDF and put it in my buyer file. Because I have record of everything that was in it before we went pending, before I sent an offer, right? Because I've seen it happen where the agent argued and said, oh no, the commission was 2.25, not 2.5. I've seen it where they removed an appliance because they accidentally put in one that they shouldn't have. Cover your, right? Save it. Sneaky. Sad, they are out there, right? Do we want to work with them? Absolutely not. You don't want to believe they're out there, but it's better just to have it from the very beginning. If you wait until after it goes pending, and they changed it, and it's not like, that wasn't there, or that wasn't there, I swear it was, right? You also, you can take pictures of the appliances in the kitchen while you're showing it, if you know they're gonna write an offer. Because they could replace the fridge in the house with the fridge in the garage. Right? You just take care of your clients. Okay? So that's the first thing I do. I know I write an offer, I save this as a PDF. And actually, I save it as a PDF when I'm gonna go show them. But at least when you know you're gonna write an offer, save it, okay? So now you're gonna come back through and you've got all the information of what we're gonna keep and what we're gonna ask for. You guys already know, we go down through all of this, right? Just make sure that you're checking. So mine's gonna be an all cash code and that's why I'm gonna win. No. But if it was all cash, then it would be just right. It would be right here, right? All of it would be right here.
You don't
Down
have to
payment would be all cash, the full amount.
You wouldn't even have to worry about the
There's no loans, but yeah. So you're gonna choose what you're doing, conventional loan, you're gonna fill out the information, you guys know how to do all this, right? And then when we're all done, make sure you go through every single bit. If it says, I'm scrolling too fast to get to, right here. This is a big one, smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. It says, in your general rule, you guys, if it says 2, 3, 5, it's probably good enough, but you can change it, okay? You can write in what you want right here. But on this one, smoke carbon monoxide detectors, I want that to be the same amount of time as my home inspection, if not less. And the reason why is because what if I have 7 days for my inspection because I want to win the offer, right? And then I put 15 in here and they don't go and put the carbon monoxide detectors in until day 15. But on day 9, the appraiser goes out and there's no smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Guess what's going to happen? The appraiser is going to have to go back to the home and guess who's going to pay for that? The buyer. So we're going to protect them and we're going to make sure that I just make sure that this is short of my inspection period so that I know when the the appraiser goes out, those are going to be in there. Or at least when my inspector is there, because then it's not going to come up as an issue on the inspection, right? And just remind them, hey, our inspection is this date. Please get the smoke detector and carbon monoxide detectors in the home. Pay attention to it, see if they're in there, see how old they are. If they're up there, you can't, but if they got the ones that are plugged in, right? Because it's the law that they have to have it. Seller has to do that, has to provide it. So on these though, if it says, if not filled in, fill them in. I say you're a lazy agent if you don't, and I don't like lazy agents. So we're the professionals, right? We're gonna fill in every single box. If it doesn't apply, then we're gonna put NA. The only section that you will not fill anything out, seller carry financing. It's just this little tiny section here from 112 to 122. You are not going to check these and you're not going to check the box. The only things I don't want to see filled out, the rest of it, every single bit of it can have something in it. Okay? Staying close. Do we all need to walk through the next step to send for signatures? So we got that. We'll do it real quick. I'm always over time. So I'm gonna check all my boxes. Because they're all, dang it. Oops. The little thing threw me off. Right here, the pen. Remember the pen. Click the pen. It's loading all the documents. I do the envelope name as my address and the person's name. And then I'm going to scroll down, add recipients, pre-tag roles, check buyer 1, check who it is. You can put the seller in, but we don't need those. Never mind. We want the buyer agent because we already filled it out on the form. I want to put my name in there and that's it. Add selected buyer 1, buyer 2, and whichever role you are, whichever role your clients are, and whichever role you are. And then right here, change the order so that the client gets it first. I always like to get it last. And then come down, do your email subject. Please DocuSign, maybe it'd be the offer on, right? 34299 bachelor. And then you can do your email. If you want to do a signature, I think you can create one inside here somewhere, but you could do it, copy paste it in, right? And then next. And it's going to go pre-fill out all the forms for us with signature spots. If there's anything that we need to add text to that we didn't do in the contract, we can add that here simply by changing who the signer is. Because you will have forms that you upload as a PDF, you will need to drag all these over, okay? So you change the person, you drag the signature, okay, like that. If you make a mistake, just delete it. And don't forget, I can pre-check the boxes. If I didn't do it here, I can add a checkbox. Maybe it's, I forgot to do, or wait, I forgot to do this one. So then you can't check here. Checkbox value, check the box, read only. Now I added something I missed. This is where Kelly said, if you forgot something, you can do it here, right? And let's scroll down, double check signatures. Again, remember you can resize these simply by clicking it and going like that. I think it's as small as it gets. And if you need to add a text, we forgot closing costs, which we don't have nowadays, but so we do that, right? And add the text right here. Okay. And then you hit send. That's it. You go through the whole entire document, make sure everything is correct. More than anything, I have the signatures because the boxes are so big, and I don't, if you have, leave it really big, you guys, and they go sign it. So I'm trying to get down to it. Load right here, and see it's over the writing. It's going to get lost in the writing, and so that's why I make it smaller to fit it in the space that we actually have.
So I got a question. So when does Kelly, by hitting send, it sends it out to the client, right?
Yes, okay, so send this, in DocuSign, we're sending documents to our clients for signatures. Okay, so let's say we're done and we're going back. Okay, so I'm gonna save and close. So now we're in command, we got our offer accepted. Okay, so now we're back here. You will see this DocuSign if you connected and started it the way I taught you guys today. If you have documents, which some of them will come from your computer, when you get the signed offer back from the listing agent, you can either upload it into your DocuSign or you can just leave it on your computer and upload it here. Maybe you might want it in both because then there's another cloud storage, right? So if it's on your computer, just switch it to computer and then browse your computer and grab your file. And I don't know, let's just do that one. I don't even know what that is. Then you're gonna upload it right here like that, okay? Then I can switch it back to DocuSign because I've got my agency working folder, room docs. Why is it? It didn't come up as the one. Maybe because it's not. There we go. So now the agency, I'm not sending the agency pamphlet. I'm not going to send my KW disclosures, and I'm not going to send my buyer agency to the agent on the other side. They don't need it. Okay. So when you get that signed from your buyer in DocuSign, you're going to split. Okay. So when it comes back as a file, you come in here and split becomes an option. I don't know if I can show you that without actually having one that needs to be split. I think you can only do it from PDFs, but it comes up as an option for you to split the document out. So then when you split it, you actually, yeah, it won't let me do it from here. you actually can like view the doc, it comes up like this, right? All of the pages of a signed document, it keeps them signed. And what you can do is over on the side is the first one, I'm gonna name what it is. Well, it's gonna be my disclosure pamphlet because that's what I sent over, right? So agency pamphlet, I'm gonna name it that, and it's document 1 through 3. And then it just has all the, and you can add another name to grab another section and you can separate it all out. So then all I'm sending to the agent is my offer and any addendums. Okay, so I'm gonna keep all of those as one document and send that to the agent on the other side as one document because it makes sense, but I'm not gonna send them the disclosure, the agency, and the pamphlet. Does that make sense? When I see that from another agent and they send me everything, I'm like, I don't need your agency with your buyer, right? I mean, it's like unnecessary information.
Or you could download it, right? Here,
Send it PDF.
yeah, and then separate it that way.
Yeah, but DocuSign does it for you.
Okay, so I just have to know how to split it, I guess.
It's easy, it's easy. It's easy to do on here, but you can only do it on a PDF. So then, so for grabbing from DocuSign Rooms, disclose limited agency, I'm just gonna come in here and there it is right there. And it's gonna grab it from DocuSign. So that's one less thing I have to put on my computer, right? So that's part of the reason why it's easy to have it connected. Less download, upload, right? Just connect it. Then when you have your signed documents, you guys, that's when you submit it to the CADA. When you submit to MC, that goes to Kelly. Kelly reviews it. We'll have another class on how to get paid. Because y'all want to get paid and you have to go through steps on that. I know we have videos out there, but submit that to Kelly. Now, do I need to, if I just have the contract, let's go over here because that's not the real name. If I just have the contract signed by my buyers, do I need to submit it to Kelly? No. Not until it's fully executed unless we're rejected. Okay,
Oh, I always send it to him just to make sure it's good.
I do
Is it not?
too.
that's fine. I mean, but you're gonna have to submit again or replace it. Really, you don't need to submit it until either it's rejected or it's accepted.
And if you wanted to like take a look at it
Or
before you.
reset.
You
submit
can,
it.
to make
yeah.
sure
If you have really tricky situations and you want to make sure your verbiage is on point.
Yeah.
And I think the first few, I'm gonna want it, just give it a quick glance, make
That's
sure.
exactly.
To, hey, I've uploaded it. Can you take a look at it?
it?
Okay, well, I hop on Zoom with people and then just go through theirs or sit with them and like meet at the office and actually sit down and let's go through and edit it and fix it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So, or a phone call, quick Zoom. I mean, I have Zoom, I have my own account, so it's so much easier. Just get it on real quick, show me. And actually, I actually did, which is really funny. I ended up doing a duo video with an agent this weekend because we had 2 different phones, right? So he couldn't do my video and I couldn't do his video. And then I was like, I was ready to do a Zoom on my phone, which I hadn't even uploaded on my new phone. But so, or WhatsApp, yeah, but you don't know if they have it, right? Nothing, yeah, so, anyways, that's the gist of it. So y'all can go write an offer now, right? So y'all can come in and you can use this as a practice and keep doing it. Or you can go back to details and mark it as a lost opportunity and call it a test. A little pencil right here. And it was a test. And save. And now it doesn't show up in my pipelines. So it's not income. So you can test away and test away and test away. The only thing I absolutely do not want to see anybody do is when you get through and we actually do the offer process and add an offer, do not submit commissions if it's a fake offer. You can go in as far as looking at it and see how it works and how to do everything, but do not submit it because then it messes with our books. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Tanya. Thanks, Tanya.
You are welcome.